welcome to our time on the couch tonight, out of Lagos.
Yes.
Thank you. So tonight is going to be a special night because we are going to be raising funds and we're going to just kind of reach out to all the people that have been helping us for a while now. Yeah. Some names you have never heard about before, groups you've not heard about before. We're going to give a big shout out to them. But before we start, let's thank those great guys who made our trip to the northeast about Nigeria amazing. People in Bauchi State, led by Chairman Omar, who's
Take it back. Take it back.
Action. And also in Gombe State.
Oh yeah.
So many of you have never heard about these amazing places. And also at Yankari Game Reserve.
That's right.
Yeah, we went there and we saw a lot of baboons.
What are the animals there?
They were, what they call water bugs.
Okay, yes.
Yeah, we saw a crocodile.
Nice.
Yeah, the crocodile was moving towards the water bug and we saved it. It was like Buhari going after the ship. Yeah, but we saved it.
But you swooped in there on time?
Yeah, we were like, we told you, move, Buhari's coming.
Now we just need to do that on February 16th.
Yeah, so we can get rid of all the crocodiles that have been after your lives and destiny. So we typically we're going to do the financial summary updates tonight. Yeah. And we still have that challenge of 1K Nigerians are supposed to donate 10K since the 17th of December. So far, we have 126 donors.
For 10K?
Yes.
Nice.
And we still have in place that challenge of 1 million. I think we need 400 Nigerians to give us 1 million naira each. We're still at 3 million naira. 3 people.
3 people gave us 3 million naira each.
Yeah, 1 million naira.
1 million naira each.
We're still 97 to go. For now, between
now and 16.
So our financial summary, according to our accountant, says that our Zenith Bank account, since total amount donated since last fundraising event on January 24, 2019, 4 days ago, Zenith Bank were at 1,480,986 naira. And GoFundMe is saying that we have $2,731.
Nice.
GoFundMe is pretty consistent. So
yeah, GoFundMe, they're really good with their little drops making a mighty ocean.
So when you get a lot of donations from GoFundMe, you get hourly
updates. Notifications.
Notifications. So the total amount of money donated since the beginning of the campaign to date, Zenith Bank has now reached 59,607,952 naira 6 kobo.
Thank you.
I'm sure we're going to reach 60 million tonight.
Oh yeah, easy.
GoFundMe has an equivalent of 50,533,848 naira. So that's 50 million.
So you're saying we've had more funds in naira equivalent to the
That's
Zenith
exactly
account
what I was saying earlier today. Someone
GoFundMe.
like people in Nigeria, contrary to what we initially started
yes.
with, the people in diaspora are donating less than people who are based in Nigeria.
That's interesting.
But that is to say that a lot of diaspora people who have accounts at home are also
paying. That's true. A lot of diaspora people are paying in naira. But also remember that the GoFundMe started way before the Zenith account.
Exactly.
So if you add everything, the Zenith is still really
and it tells you the story of how people at home are more interested, way more than you think you are. Whatever it may be. They are the ones who really need the revolutionary change, the transformation we're promising. This is amazing. So we have to mention some donors since the last show on January 24th. George Schumer gave us 5,000 naira. Hillary Yimbo 7,000 naira. That's a regular donor. Samson Ojo Omorodian 20,000 naira. Liu Daniel 1,000 naira. Josumo Konla Waliu 2,000 naira. Meka Chukuladi 3,000 naira. Peter and Oluwafemi Paul, 5,000 naira.
Thank
Ajibade Adedayo, 5,000 naira. Awosika Okeyemi Temitayo, 5,000 naira. Mudasiru Musa, 5,000 naira. Daniel Temitope Francis, 8,000 naira. Mapidon Lawrence, 9,000 naira. Gabriel Olawale Akinjise, 10,000 naira. Wanti Beatrice Mose, 10,000 naira. Frederick Hassanatu, 10,000 naira. Osazio Rishi, 10,000 naira. James Osai Lawrence, 10,000 naira. Abu Wahab Samsudin, 10,000 naira. Onyadire Olakun, I like that name, 10,000 naira. Alamutu Adeyemi Abdurauf, 10,000 naira. Afolabi Kudus K, 10,000 naira. Bello Yobo, 20,000 naira. If you are wondering why I know how to pronounce Nigerian names, I learned that from my dad, the teacher. If you are a teacher, you have to do that every morning. You know the register, the blue register. So, and if I call your name and you're in the house, please say present, sir.
Present.
Femi Adeyeye.
Present, sir.
Jerry Mike, at this point now, the teacher is stopped. I was sober, 20,000 naira.
Thank you.
Daniel Major, Akwemoka, 20,000 naira. Or 50,000 naira. According to Emmanuel Banjo, 100,000 naira.
Thank you.
Okina Meme. Seje, 120,000 naira. Adedamola, 1,000 naira. Adeboale Uluagbemiga Sam, 2,000 naira. Vency Grace Somchi, 5,000 naira. Ali Isaac Ishola, 7,000 naira. Ipowosa Itoha Mercy, 10,000 naira. Keno Olabanji Olufemi, 10,000 naira. The Transfers Remittances Limited for 13,000 naira, 346 naira. Amoni Alake Power, 20,000 naira. Dewale Rufus Ojo Olakwe, 20,000 naira. Ogungbade Devo Joel, 100,000 naira.
Wow.
Sylvan and Titus Cummings, 500 naira. This person donates regularly, small amount. These are people who really donate from the little they have.
Yeah.
I'm not saying people donate 100,000 and not donate.
Yes.
I really appreciate these people. Thank you all for doing the little you have. Viola Ganiyu Bakari, 1,000 naira. Olua Tosin Joshua Awolusi, 3,000 naira. Jose Kilo Ejiro, 5,000 naira. Olate Rolajide Adeola, 5,000 naira. Gary James Adeleke, 8,000 naira. Balogun Theophilus, 10,000 naira. Osage Innocent, 10,000 naira.
Thank you.
Marvel Sunday Yerawa, 10,000 naira. Kuboye Joe Musa Abayomi, 18,000 naira. Jeremiah Taylor, 32,000 naira. Miss B.O. Johnson, 10,000 naira. Afolabi Olaoye Stephen, 20,000 naira. Oluyokun Olumenga, 50,000 naira. Isaac Oba Onopasa, 2,200. Yes. Fola Sayo Adejun will be 10,000 naira. There's somebody here sent for jingles for 500,000 naira.
Thank you.
Yes, not mentioned.
But I want
I
you
know
to
her.
mention.
We all know who she is. Okwara Anthony Shibuna, 92,000 naira, 940. And this is GoFundMe here with donors Lawa Tijani, $40.
Thank you.
OG Home Praise, $25. Otherwise, $50. Abusoya Abagun, $50. Richard Oladipo, $40. Kumingo, $20. Antonio Dege, $30. Adedunia Dignite, $20. $25. $60. Regular donor $61. Yalex Sowore $35. $30. Regular Linberry, $40. Agaduno, $50. $100. Regular donor, $100. Big ball out there, $100. People soju, $20. You. This person is not a Nigerian, apparently. Maybe a wife of a Nigerian. Somebody who just loves this country to change. $50. $100. This is Coyote K. Steven Oyetunde OJ. $200. Flower, $25. No need, $200.
So no need to mention.
No need to mention. I guess this is another name for anonymous. Tara Dobo, $330. Sasu Bazwaye, $100. Bombs Lacking, $50. Menami, $20. Ade Awotedu, $250. Fred Yasere, regular donor, $100. Rudy Gumba, $300. Uluajayi, $15. Edwin Adua, $20. Anonymous, $25. Eda Oladilo Bikonye, $20. Yinka Bikonye. This is a husband and wife, I think.
Yes.
$20, thank you. $50. Special mention category is 50,000 naira and above. Category is Odinye Shinye, 50,000 naira.
Thank you.
Emmanuel Banjo, 100K. Kina Meme Oseje, 120K. Deb Joel, 100K. Oluyo Kolubenga, 50K. The Jingles Woman, 500K. Anthony Shibuna, 92,940. This is related $200 and above on GoFundMe. Coyote Steven Ojetunde.
That's right.
And No Need as well. Ade Awotedu to $50. Gomba, $300. Double for $330. Thank you.
Take it back.
So, if you're out there, we want to give a special birthday shout out to Etu Mohammed. He's not a member of our party, but he's a pretty cool guy.
Oh, yes.
He's a member of NRP and he's running in Lagos actually. I hope he's not running against one of our candidates.
No.
Oh, if he is, we're going to beat him.
Yeah.
Yes.
But since he's not, we
But
can
Etu
afford to.
is one of the coolest guys out there. He's 39 years old.
Yes.
And Etu, if you're watching and listening,
Happy
we love
birthday.
your hair and happy birthday to you. And to those of you who are having your birthday today, wishing you
Happy birthday.
Yeah. Thank you guys. We have complaints, real complaints from people who have been making donations to PayPal, and some did some kind of donation from across the US in particular.
Zelle.
Zelle, they've been sending money and we have somehow not been mentioning their names and we apologize. But we'll start with Yinka Obasa, who sent us $1,000.
AAC, take it back.
So it's guys, please permit me to read out their names. These are amazing people. Oluwatosin will give us $50.
Thank you.
Mitope Akomolafe, these are US people, $250. Afida Bimbola, $24.13. Yes. Donny Kelvin, $21.63.
Thank you.
I heard
They're not your mates.
even in Liberian dollars higher than Naira.
Okay.
That's so sad.
then
Real one, Ojibara. This is this is Dingo Koro for €25, and Real one Ojibara donated $6.09. $100. Olomo Kugbe, $50. $5.49. Paula Kugbe, $50. Ayoyemi Olubui, $100. Steven Jagboro, $43. Olulope Koya, $50. On Point Events, $290. Arif Adibaba, $20.61. Akim Alawale Patu is €50. Omo Bude Augustine, $5.44. Osaru Wese Imagbo Vowan Wadiai, $25. Wadiai. Starting to get that. Those ones came from PayPal.
But that's Favor. I know that Wadiai fellow. His name on Facebook is Favor. If it's the same person, it's him, right? Yeah. If it's the same person, then thank you very much.
These are Chicago contributors. Well, the said Ebuka Obioha.
Ebuka Obioha, we know.
They didn't say how much though. Alright, I think they didn't specify the amount, but let's just run through their names. Amazing people. Moses Alade, Kolawole Solomon, Ogugua. Ken Otunshosulu Ade, Alende Elijah, Josephine Sakwe, Musa Salami, Femi Matimoju, Felix Odusaga, Akin Wowo. I can't Wowo. No. I can't find them.
Take it back,
Yeah, take it back.
Adekunle Adebayo, Gania Dada, Oladimeji, Farinde, Chibuzo Ugu, David Adenekon, Engineer Oladende, Ben Abiodun, Aboyade Cole, Alexa Rio, Shima, Wana Modo, MC Fantastic, Samson Adeleke, Architect Shade Aduroja, Olasumbo Atoyebi, this Ohio Asaya. Ohio is our Chicago chair.
Right.
Yes, give him a round of applause. Comrade Ogugu, Prince Adenuga Shoribo, Nuruddin Balogun, Femi Adekoya, Babajide, Ola Brahimo, Tawa, Dr. Tawa Ibikunle Salami, Larry Enobakari, Babatunde Olukoye, Adifagbala, Abolaji, Pastor Emmanuel Georgewell, Professor Nick Nike, or Nike, Michael Edet, Shegun Olakojoye, this children, thank you children, Adetola Duque, Ojelade, Odushaga, Ademola Kolabi, Williamson, Dr. Williamson. This is a live band from Chicago and architect. There's a live band that donated their time when we were there.
Nice.
Architect Femi Adroja. And to all our other vibrant supporters who attended the town hall meeting, fundraisers and contributed in one way or the other to the movement and party Chicago area. Thank you guys a lot.
Thank you.
Take it back. Action. No going back.
So this is for people in Minnesota. Comrade Kenny Kalejai, Pastor Leha, Olufadeji Amele, Mr. Babinton, Mark Eze, very popular guy. That guy has a solution to all our accounting problems. He can't wait for us to win. He'll come and solve it. Leia Ulua Tula, Dr. Mokodian, B. Ogunjimi, Professor Zalanga, Mr. and Mrs. Fumbi Olushina, Clement Alunge, Charles Gifredo, Ojo Fati, Sowore, Pastor Sam Obunaya, and Mrs. Falade. These are also names of contributors. Mr. Ken Ogoni, Danny Orubani. This Danny is a familiar name. Emmanuel Ezekiel Atunu, Patrick Amawe, Olatunde Ajibade, Kamorudin Afolabi, Olajimi Omole, Anyila, Tajuddin Olawale Akinyobe, Adeniyi Adesonya, a.k.a. Pablo. It's actually my last name is Pablos. Rotimi Shonobi.
And where is this? Is this still Chicago?
This is Wisconsin.
Wisconsin now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Rotimi Shonobi, Prince Idowu Oguntade. Long live AAC. Take it back. This is Wisconsin. So let's just do Michigan before we go to the business of the day. Sunday Adebayo, Amechi Chukwu, Ahaji Olabalogun, Ahaji Lukman, Eluku, Bayo Daramola, Pius Omorega. West and Duchi, Dotun, thank you guys a lot.
Thank you.
So that's how
Should
far
we check the Zenith balance right now so that we'll know
before we start?
Yes.
Zenith is not transmitting tonight. As of the time we are reaching you, we have 638,798, and then for the 1 kobo, that's what we have.
So we're at 638.
Yes, that is what came from the jingles tonight from our source mostly.
Yes.
Yeah. Otherwise, we're broke.
So we are still broke.
Yes, we're still broke. Please, if you're watching and you're listening to us, we need your help.
So what would you like to talk about tonight? Do we have any questions?
Yes.
I know there are plenty of questions.
Some people want you to talk about your stance towards CJ and Buhari.
Hold on, wait. I think yes.
They were not there earlier. They were not online.
I issued a statement on my Facebook page the day after that. Finally, Buhari has gone bonkers.
Yes.
And he has become a full dictator. So, but let also be very clear that both sides are bad for Nigeria. The CJN side, the PDP people, and the APC people, they are all bad for Nigeria. And we need a clean break. I'm saying this because as of 2 years ago, Sowore reporters reported that the CJN had money in the account. EFCC was instructed to issue a reporter, and they tried to disgrace us. They said we lied, that the man is a clean man. What is natural about Nigerian leadership is that they always use for compromise people to man sensitive positions.
So that in case they need to get rid of you.
Central Bank of Nigeria, the Chief Justice of Nigeria. Remember I gave a speech in London where I said the Chief Justice of Nigeria is a friend of the Chief Thief of Nigeria. They're all friends. And that is where we are now. So, but we must resist any attempt, to carry out a coup in Nigeria against, bodies that are supposed to, represent a proper democratic process. So, on that note, we plan to protest alongside some lawyers tomorrow.
Right.
So that we can continue to let them know that we don't support what they're doing. But do not take our protest as a support for the PDP characters who would have done worse than this. During their own time, they did the same thing. They removed a judge. I think it was Justice Salami. And they asked the heaven to fall, and the heaven didn't fall. So they're all the same. And the people who were in PDP then, we're in APC now. Some of the people in APC then are now in PDP now. These guys are the same people. So that's our position on that. Do you have other questions?
Yes, but a lot are asking of where our secretariat is. Yes, there's a question for you, Ms. Pedro.
Okay.
What's the process in getting to become a polling booth agent?
Fantastic question. So like we previously mentioned, any polling booth where we don't have an agent is a polling booth that we cannot guarantee that our votes would be secure. We will be putting up all of the details to do with polling booths during and after this broadcast. You can either register online using the Google form. So that when you register online, I know a lot of people are saying, why must they register online? Why can't they write their name on a piece of paper? This is because once you register online, the information that you give actually goes directly onto the list that we will give to INEC. So we don't get to see all of your personal information. It's your name, your phone number, what states you are looking to vote or man, and your PVC unit code. So some people have been asking us that is the AAC asking for their PVC numbers? No, we are not. We don't do CM by. We don't need your number. Your number is your constitutional right and it belongs to you and you alone. But there is a number at the top of your photograph on your PVC that lets us know it's normally 2 numbers / 2 numbers / 2 numbers / 3 numbers. And that just lets us know what polling booth you are calling from or that you're going to be manning on that day. Another question that we get a lot of is if I don't have a PVC, or if I only have a temporary voter's card, or I wasn't able to get a PVC, or I've never registered to vote and I couldn't make it before the registration closed, can I still be a polling booth agent? 100%. It just means you're actually more mobile, because if you have a PVC, we can't ask you to go and to monitor a polling booth separate from the one that you're supposed to vote at. So if you don't have a PVC, you can literally go to anywhere that's convenient for you within your area that doesn't already have a polling booth, and then volunteer to monitor those polling booths. So let's say this as well. What does volunteering mean? What will we be asking you to do on that day? You are just to report back to AAC if there's any malpractice at your polling booth, if there's any ballot box being snatched, or they refused to register some people, or they were trying to force some people to vote for certain parties. And then if you are present if you are allowed to be present at a place where the votes are actually being counted, you can download our mobile app, which is the AAC Party app, on Google Play Store. Unfortunately, it's not on the iOS platform. It's only on the Android store, and it's so powerful. Instead of you typing what you're doing, you can literally just see a drop-down box. If your ballot box was snatched, you just see the option for snatch. You tick it. If the voting materials were either late or incomplete, or they didn't turn up, you'll see the option right there. And then there's an option to actually take a picture. So you can take a picture once they've recorded all of the scores. Once the scores have entered, they will record the scores. You can actually take a picture. So if someone comes tomorrow and says, no, in this polling unit there were no votes for AAC, you will actually have provided us with the proof that says there were votes for AAC. And I think this is something that you said was part of the way that Buhari was able to emerge successful against an incumbent government, was simply because Sahara was doing live reporting and was giving and tabulation in real time. Because the problem is at night. If they carry the ballot box away,
the moment those ballot boxes enter at night time,
or somebody says we are coming first,
come out white the next day.
Yes. So
especially for the ruling party,
the real-time reporting is when people are talking about rigging. It is only when there is any shroud of darkness around what is being done at that polling booth. So please, whether you have a PVC, whether you don't, whether you've ever voted before, come out and vote. Definitely, if you've got a PVC, please vote AAC. If you don't, we still need your services. Please help us secure the elections.
So, sir, this Idris will not let me be. So he says he thinks it's a good strategy and he doesn't know how it will work, but it will help if you can get your name on a drink like Guinness, Coca-Cola, Fanta, or even water, etc. If people buy it, they will see your face.
That one, it would work only if anybody will allow any company to put their name.
Yes. And
so what we're going through even at NTA, just
well,
2 hour interview, there's traveling half of I don't think it will work. So but what will work. So let's announce some new donations on GoFundMe.
Nice.
Timilade Alamudu, $150.
Wow, thank you.
There's a guy who said, don't mention my name. I said, I would like to be anonymous. Could you please discuss off camera about the numbers of polling agents currently available? Millions of Nigerians are with you, and we all love you. AAC.
Take it back.
He donated $50.
Thank you very much.
Elizabeth Ayodele donated $150.
Thank you very much.
So God bless. Thank you for your hard work. And Jeanette Olushola Akinrinade also donated $100.
Thank you.
So this the new donors. If you make a donation while we're here, we'll announce your donation. If I can get a power bank, I appreciate it for this one. I think my suspicion is that Zenith Bank is not transmitting alerts at this point.
Does someone want to test it?
Yes, I don't. So there's someone though who on Facebook said, "Anonymous, please confirm if you got a $151.79 sent on January 24 paper. I want Ogun Deep to get $70."
Right. Okay. So let's. I don't have the information in front of me, but I'm sure we can.
And this
get.
person also sent another one. Okay, that's the same 145. Maybe they've sent twice, according to them. So don't mention my name.
Ogun Deep. So what's Deep? For those who've never heard of Deep, Deep is Diaspora Engagement Empowerment Program. Thank you. A+. Deep is just means there are people in diaspora who are happy to donate, but they're actually passionate about donating to their states, either the states they're from or the states they grew up in, to mobilize certain states. So whereas we do fundraising like we do on the couch every night or as many nights as possible, we also have targeted fundraising as well. So someone says, look, I've got £100 or $100. I want it to go to Ogun State, as is the case of this person, or any other state, and I want it to be used for posters. Or they can say, well, I want to donate megaphones, or I want to donate this or that. Some of you guys out there are so generous that you're actually happy to not just donate to your states, but actually to states where we don't have a lot of diaspora representation. So Taraba, Adamawa, Yola, Gombe, and things like that. So there are people who specifically ask for the funds they donate to go to northern states, to states that need them. So that's exactly what Deep is. If that's something that you're interested in, once again, just signify, and someone will be in touch with you after the broadcast.
Signify by raising up your hand.
I have a question here, Ms. Page.
Okay.
Ayopor wants to know that what if those submitting their names are agents of APC or PDP? Are there any checks on this?
So yes, we do our checks. You submit a name. Trust me, we go through your Facebook. We go through.
You shouldn't be saying how we.
We do our checks. We work out if the. But let's talk about what the app does. It's not for AAC. It's not for PDP. It is just for transparency. It is just for you to say, at this polling booth, it went fine. Nobody rigged it. Nobody carried the ballot box and ran with it. No one stuffed the ballot box. This is the number for AAC. This is the number for APC. And then you take a snapshot of that result. You can't modify it or change that. That's the picture of the things that are being counted. Oh, and I should also mention, we are not INEC, please. Yeah. Because INEC thinks, who are we to be announcing poll results? And they're not very happy. Please, it's not an AAC app, it's a Take It Back app. Take It Back has always been a pressure group, pressurizing the powers that be to do the right thing.
Don't even be defensive. If INEC like, they can get upset.
No, they can let them release their results. We're just saying our results.
They release their result, we release our results.
Exactly. Our results
is a comparison between the two results that will determine the original.
And the winner.
So I wanted to say that when we did this 2015 with Sowore reporters, what was amazing was what made it credible. We were getting results from APC and PDP and comparing. So we had access to some of their situation room people and say, okay, this is what we got in Shagamu. APC will send their own too, and you'll be surprised that they match.
Okay.
Yeah, because there are places where they want to, play against you. It's very easy to find out. Then you go for the observers, and they'll give you the accurate numbers. And we had a lot of people out there in those days. We now have some drones that are coming in from the UK, so you're gonna see, if you see drone flying on top of you on that day, just know it might be from us. But we're not the only ones sending out drones. A lot of people are gonna be bringing in drones. They already have them. There's nothing you can do about it. And please, please, and please, do not let INEC discourage you from taking your phones inside the place. Yes. Make sure that whatever you can do, capture on camera, capture it. So you guys, don't worry, INEC, do your own. do your own thing, I will do our own thing.
Question.
No long thing.
Question.
I am going to ask for you.
Okay.
I've registered online and there was no response confirming if it was successful or not. Is this how the site will work?
This is what?
Is this how the site will work?
So normally once you register, I think there should be an automated message. I think you should check if you got your email correct. Definitely, yes, if you got your email correct, you should check your automated, there will be an automated message. Maybe check your spam box. If not, please leave your name and we'll make sure someone gets in touch with you.
Yeah.
When is Edo State rally?
February 4th.
Yeah.
And now yesterday will be Friday next. Friday coming up. We're going to be in Ghana on Wednesday night. Some of us, not everybody. And when we get there, we're planning to have a meet and greet in Accra on Wednesday evening. And then on Thursday, we'll be having an interview with, is it Para? How do you pronounce the guy who does mock news?
Para.
So we're going to have a mock news live interview. Amazing guy.
Yeah.
That's what we're going to. So somebody asked me to explain that some people feel like it takes too much time to be thanking people individually, but we don't know what it means for people to actually reach out to deep inside their pockets and give you money, and this money is not going to God; it's going to man. So it's not like tithes. We don't announce tithes. Yeah, I know the Christian people are upset with me already, but this is something that one person trusts you enough to give to you and we think they deserve, recognition and commendation and what's that in the accolades.
Yes.
So that's why we do it, and we find that a lot of people really, really appreciate it, and some people don't like it. They want to be anonymous, so the person shaking his head at the back, he has never contributed before. And just kidding. So please, if you opted to be anonymous and we mentioned your name, it wasn't deliberate. It's just because there's a lot of people out there. We're trying to reach out to everybody, and that's how it happened. Well, so are there more questions?
Yeah,
Yes.
2 questions. First, what's the update on the TVC voting, the debate that's about to come up on TVC?
You tell us.
Okay, well, the update, guys, is we've been shortlisted, so we'll communicate the date. Yes, sir. We'll communicate the date to you soon. I'll confirm. And then the second one for you, Ms. Pedro. Can there be a proper workshop for all the agents that represent AAC during the election to enable them get proper orientation on how to carry out their duties?
Absolutely. But it may not happen in a workshop setting.
Yes.
It's a virtual, when we do a virtual workshop, and we'll send messages to people.
Yes.
Depending on who they are, some people can read, some other people we might need to talk to them, send them a short video. Some people we might gather together in places like Lagos. We need 120,000 agents. That's more than like 4 universities.
Yes.
And you gotta teach them how to do it. You need how many
That's
professors? A lot. But we'll do it. We'll do our best to reach out to everybody.
We could do a
Most people
video
know
and
what to
share it
do
on
anyway.
social media platforms. Yes.
Also do video and share.
Devin Love is asking to confirm a $100 donation. He said he
So
donated.
just now, is that by
Yes.
Yeah.
That would be.
Okay, Zenith Bank seems to have come back
To be away.
life, yeah.
Dun, dun,
Maybe there's
dun.
like a donor fatigue with some of our donors.
There we go. Zenith.
Zenith Bank, so things came back to life.
So let's go to the GoFundMe.
No, Zenith is here first.
Okay.
Raji Abdulaziz Olatunbosun, 10,000 naira.
Thank you.
Adeniji Oluwatosin, 300 naira. That's mistake trying this thing. Come and take back your money. Ogunya, they've been great comfort. 2,000 naira.
Thank you.
It's working, so
They were
Mr.
testing.
We'll
No.
give back your
Why
trust.
do you ask that to
Yeah,
test? We
I
said we
said
should
test.
test.
Somebody tested, but you didn't have that. They will collect back their money now. With interest.
No. Never.
So yeah, cool. So that's it. Let's go to GoFundMe. We're still getting that hourly thing. Nothing new.
No,
Okay.
Not just yet.
Yeah.
Nino Felix is asking.
Facebook back. I mean, go from back to life, people.
Nino is asking when you are heading to Agbo.
Agbo.
That's
Oh, we're planning Asaba, so I think that's gonna be. I think the tentative date is February 9th.
Okay. And Honorable Adio wants to know where you'll be voting on election day.
Where I will be voting. It's gonna be Nigeria.
Mm,
It's too early to disclose my location. I'll be voting underwater.
Then when is our own rally coming up in Lagos? Abiola Oluwale.
Lagos is being planned.
February.
Oh, February? Yeah. February. Lagos people can't wait.
YouTube. Louis Jackson, please sir, when will you visit Uromi?
Uromi.
Yes.
Uromi is Delta, isn't it?
That's Edo.
Edo.
When is it?
On the 4th.
Fourth. Are we going to reach Uromi now?
No, but that's like the mega rally.
Yeah,
That's a mega.
Is there a plan for Mina Niger State?
We went to, we did Niger.
We did Suleja.
Suleja, but not Mina.
Not Mina, no.
Who knows? We might make it back to. We still have plans to go to some, places that just special places. Maybe Mina might come up. We plan Calabar that way. Maybe Mina, Lauren. So we'll see, guys.
Tanya wants to know why your wife is not public.
My wife is not public. She's public.
She said she's not supporting.
She's not supporting. She's supporting. Why do you think I'm here? You don't know my wife. If she's not supporting me, man, she will hold my trouser. Drag me out of here. No, she is. Yeah, I'm enough. I'm handful enough. She's just supporting me is big enough work. There's a donation of $100 from Wabuze Susan who put a Sumosu for $100. Said, can Sowore come outside of Nigeria to Namibia? God bless AAC. I don't think we can do it. Yeah. I wish
I can do.
Yeah. Yes.
Let me come here.
Yeah, do division of labor. So let's look at.
Are there plans to go to Ijebu and OOU Agowe?
We're supposed to
Yeah, we have plans for Ogun. I think that's. I don't know, but we'll let you know. Keep an eye on the Facebook page.
Jason Wise, would you ruthlessly tackle corruption or use a soft glove through our corrupt judiciary system?
No.
You're going to disrupt.
On NTA, we said it, we're very clear about it. Those 3 stages of prevention, enforcement, and consequence.
Absolutely.
It's called PEC, prevention, enforcement, and consequences. PEC. They'll be getting a peck on their faces. Yes. So, nothing new has come. If you have questions, ask us.
I guess this person is a new supporter. How can we vote for those of us in diaspora?
If you're in diaspora and you have not registered and you're not home or planning to come home, probably it's too late.
Oh,
You have to wait to the next. This since I just love hearing all the various mispronunciation of your name. From Sowore to Sowore.
Yes.
It depends on which region of Nigeria.
You don't have to know how to spell the name. Just know AAC.
The one that's most annoying to me are Yoruba people who call me Shewere. I'll just say, Father, forgive me. You don't know what you're doing.
Question for you.
Yes.
Solar Show. Zena, please, I'm directing this question to President personally. First, how did our MK Abiola's family supporting this campaign? Because we all know what you did. Second, I would advise you do not go for the TVC debate because they can plan evil. I'm asking the question from Fiji Island.
Yeah.
Beautiful place.
Trust me, during Abiola's burial, it's a very interesting thing that I'll talk about on that day. I think, he had his biological children and he had his political children. The biological children are not exactly politically, are still people. But those of us who were political are the people you are talking to today. I think I don't want to determine how they decide who they support. it's not my job. I just think that some of the things I've read that they said about this election is appalling. I'm sure their father is turning in his grave right there. So I don't want to worry about Abiola's children. During his burial, we had to physically fight at his house because they were expecting Babangida Abacha to come and we refused, and they weren't happy about it. Yes, I mean, it's that terrible. We've told you the story of how even as Abiola was dying in prison, Kola was dating Babangida's daughter. You know, it didn't make sense to anybody. So that's a story for another day.
Oduayo Adeni, I haven't been seeing your advert on television. Can something be done about that? At least on local TV. But we'll put out the times. We have jingles running in Osun State.
And we're actually working in Osun and Ondo, and we're actually working on nationwide jingles right now, and we're fundraising for that. So
if you want to support the fund,
the jingles, if you would like to support the jingles drive, it's going into the same Zenith account that you know that is pinned to the Facebook, and we're trying to get to 3.8 million naira. That's how much it'll take to have jingles playing 3 times a day, nationwide, every day up until election time. So if you'd like to support that movement, please put jingles as a reference.
Yes.
Otherwise,
it will go to other causes.
Yes, exactly.
Agemelo George, this message is to Sowore directly. I've never voted, but I will now because I have faith. If you do win and make history, promise that in some way you always find a way to be interactive with Nigerians.
I will be. Absolutely. As the UK says, yes, corrupt officials will get pecked. P-E-C-K-E-D. And guys are creative. How are you, my president? Is your rally going to be in Lagos Island or mainland? Thank you and God bless. Lady Glory.
I think it's both.
You'll be in both places.
We'll be in both places,
One will happen before the other. Dear Yele, could it be possible that by encouraging voters to take their funds into polling booths may help the verification process to may snap photograph of their optional vote to collect their promised gift from the corrupt bidders afterwards? No, the corrupt bidders know how to get validation. Trust me. It's now moved from phone to how they fold. When they are folding, they will be folding to the man who is hiding on the other side of the wall, if there's a wall. So we want to do this so that we can get accurate information about how many votes we have, and we can start tabulating before they come out with their evil numbers. So,
question.
My president, why are there 2 AAC apps in Play Store? I don't want to send people to the wrong one.
They need to go to the one that is being developed and propagated by AAC, the African Action Congress.
So there are 2.
There's one called Kemito or something. Yes.
That's the fake one?
That's the fake one.
So there's a fake one and there's the original one.
The original one is by African Action Congress, please.
Alright.
Question.
Go ahead.
Uzenabo Daniel, will Mr. President be using the Lagos Marathon to raise funds? If yes, it would be a good idea.
If you want to, contribute to the race, then I'll run faster.
Madola Sakra, please tell the president that my 74-year-old mother will be at the polling unit for him alone.
Oh, wow. And this will make me come to something we found out in the north. You know how like they always tell you like, oh, Buhari owns the north. I cannot count how many people stopped us in Bauchi or stopped to say, hey, Sowore, I'm voting for you. It's countless number of people. And the same thing with Gombe. People you thought never knew us. In fact, there was a guy who was screaming on the side of the I saw Sowore in Gombe. I've seen Sowore in Gombe. It's amazing. This country is ripe for this. And one thing that I have to say is that the propaganda that we don't have structure is a lie. The second thing that I notice is that there's the ethnicity that they've played on since they seem to have outplayed their hands with ethnicity and religion. Nobody's fooled anymore, and people are just like embracing us everywhere we went. and it's been amazing that people all over the country, you know, as I usually say, I've never been to this many places in Nigeria before, and it's a privilege to have been with you guys everywhere we've been and where we've had a great reception. And there are a lot of silent voters out there who are like just waiting for election day. If you're one of those people, please, you know, you have made the right decision if you are voting for us. If you're one of those people who have not decided at this time, by not deciding, you have voted for another idiot for another 4 years. I'm sorry to say that's the truth. But if you decide and do the right thing, we will all be alright. And I just also must keep thanking people, young people, old people, who are just combining their energy, their resources to help us. People are genuinely out there helping out. So many of them are not even talking to us, they're not contacting us, they're setting up their own structures, they're convincing people. You know, I've had people tell me that they have cookouts on weekends just to say, we're voting for Sowore, come and chop in my house. There are people who are planning to carpool to the vote, you know, they'll carry people to, if they let them drive together. Lots of things are happening that is beyond us, you know, it's completely beyond us here. So, thank you guys.
Take it back.
Take it back.
Action.
For you, Miss Pedro.
No going back.
The AAC app is not up to date in terms of upcoming rallies and event dates. Please
Who
do
is in
something
charge of
about
this?
that.
The app is supposed to be updated. They said it's not up to
The
date.
geeky guys.
Oh, okay, yeah.
We woke up. Romeo Andre Villa is asking, how can we meet you when you come to Ghana?
Ghana. So just be on standby so that we'll tell you the location. We're looking for a restaurant. If you know of a restaurant or a place that is central to Nigerians in Accra, you can also recommend. Or if you want to contribute a spot, let us know. We've been working on it for the last few hours. By tomorrow, definitely we'll know where we'll be in Accra. We really want to meet a lot of you who are based in Accra. Whomever want to show up, you can also start sending us messages. My number here is +234 818 823 7529. Accra people, you know, it's gonna be Akwaba, that's welcome.
Question for you, sir. Still from Fiji Island. He wants to know. What are your plans for
Spintex.
Spintex?
Yeah.
That's the meeting spot?
Yeah, in Accra.
Spintex.
For mock news.
No, that's Thursday. We're talking about Wednesday evening,
Oh.
where people want to meet and
Yeah,
greet.
we can do Numba area.
Do you have a restaurant there?
Yes.
Okay. You let's contact the person first before we make a decision. But I'm sure before we leave this place, somebody might have even donated a space.
Spot, yeah.
Yes, spot.
question is, what's the president going to do in tackling Nigerians in prisons around the world? I've seen our innocent Nigerians in prisons in over 20 countries.
You know, I will definitely make sure that our diplomats are doing their jobs. Most Nigerian diplomats are not working for Nigeria. They're not working for anybody, period. You know, if a US citizen were to go to police detention tonight, by tomorrow morning, the diplomat, by tonight, in fact, they will go and check you out. Even if you are a naturalized citizen. Nigerians, I think, if they hear that you go to prison where they're diplomat, they'll ask the prison authorities, please double the number of years. These people, they don't, it's the way we treat our citizens. You know, we had a sit down with a diplomat who had a retired diplomat, and we were like asking him all these questions. And thank you, sir. I don't want to mention your name because I don't want reprisals against you. And one thing he said to us that you can't beat, he said, look, all this foreign policy thing we talk about is dependent on your domestic policy. It's the way you lay your bed that
That's
the
how
whole
they will
world
help
will help you
to
lie on it.
Yes.
So, you know, without getting it right at home, forget it. If you like, go and build the highest building in New York today. They don't care about you as long as your citizens are hungry, they're in poverty, they're living on less than $1 per day, and you're not addressing it. You simply don't have any, you know,
Any sort of
foreign
clout,
policy or clout as long as the people are suffering. That's the truth. So, our people are going to prison abroad and treated the way they are because You know, they're going to prison here. Tonight, I'm sure like SARS is out there, you know, arresting innocent persons simply because they wearing a hood. It's
or
a
use
way
expensive phones.
Yes, or using expensive phones.
Or carrying a rucksack.
Oh, exactly.
So you have a question on YouTube, Clara Cole. Please, Mr. President, how are you going to handle the Biafra agitation issue? Because it requires a very good attention.
I'm totally in support of agitation for justice, and the Biafrans are not different. They feel cheated in this country. You know, I'm the one who said, and I repeat here today, that it's not only Biafrans who are planning to secede from Nigeria. A lot of people are mentally seceded from Nigeria because the country is unjust, it's unfair, it's a wicked place. You know, it's a place where you're likely to die before you hit the age of 5. We know who wants to live here. Honestly, this is hell on earth. They've been made hell on earth for us. I'm speaking from the bottom of my heart. So, if there is justice, the Biafrans will, of course, stay in Nigeria. If there's no justice, even the Biafran states will become a problem later on, especially with the kind of characters who are managing Nigeria. If you break up Nigeria today, every thief will return back to their homes. So, even what they have to share at the national level becomes smaller. So the Biafra ones, the Odua ones, everybody will go back and keep doing the same things. So, and I have said it and I'm repeating here that as soon as I'm elected president, I will offer an apology to the Igbos for what we did, killing 3 million of their brothers, sisters, and kids, either with starvation or by war, you know. But all of us, especially Biafrans, must stop voting for people who fought the war.
Yes.
These people still have the war mentality. They want to still conquer everywhere, and Igbo land is not different. It's the reason why you don't have a third mainland, I mean a third second Niger bridge. By now we should have had a 5th Niger bridge. It doesn't matter because, you know, the moment we do justice to Biafrans, the real restructuring we are looking for in Nigeria will start from that. That's the beginning of restructuring right there. Of course, the rest will be economic, you know. Why do we buy shoes from Italy when we can buy from Abba? These guys have shown that, you know, they can make anything happen.
Innovation.
But we don't love them because we don't see them as part of Nigeria. We fought the war, they said no vanquish, no winner, but somebody definitely has been vanquished since the war ended. Or they claim the war ended. But mentally, this war has not ended. It's the reason why instead of fixing roads in the Biafran part of town, we are sending them operations, crocodile teeth, and all this snakes. But we urge all our brothers who are Biafrans that we are all Biafrans because the Biafran spirit is the spirit that's fighting injustice in this land. But we must come together, and because our enemies are spread all over the place, both in Biafra land and outside of Biafra land. We find out that the person that is likely to kill an Igbo person is also an Igbo person who is a SARS officer in Akunzo, what's that place where they killed a lot of Biafra agitators. You know, when they went and killed people at that secondary school in Aba, I was the one who uploaded the thing on Sahara Reporters YouTube, and I know what the kind of flags I got from a lot of people, but I stood by before Amnesty International eventually picked up the story. So let's work together, and the moment there's justice, an Igbo man needs his village, but they also need a huge expanse of space to do business. And you will love this country by then. You will love this nation. As I said recently, Nigeria was initially set up as a nation, but has become a business. And any nation that is set up as a business can never work in the interest of the majority. So that's where we are. I hope I've been able to answer your question deeply. It's not as simple as we make it sound here. It's deeper than that, and I know conversations need to happen. And that's the reason why I'm always very open and to discuss the Biafran struggle in any way that makes sense. But I know it's a very, this one I will admit is complex because of the way different people look at it differently.
Mola Oyindamola is asking, please, Mr. President, what are your plans for abandoned projects and continuity in Nigeria.
The entire Nigerian nation has been abandoned. Yes. So the moment you take it back, all the projects will have to be completed.
Resuscitate.
Yes, we'll complete all the projects. The first project that needs to be completed is Nigerian project, because this country is being abandoned right now. In traveling around this country, I know that I can tell you that almost 80% of Nigeria is on government territory. Nobody's in charge, no government. People are just going about doing things daily the way it's possible, you know.
Some people White here is asking, still waiting for UK account for people.
You want to donate from UK?
Yes, UK account number.
Listen,
So I think the
Is
people
that
in the
the
UK,
case?
the easiest thing for them to do is to actually donate through PayPal. The PayPal, the official PayPal address is donate@sowore2019.org. It's a straightforward.
what about the Zelle?
No, we don't do Zelle in UK.
No, what about Zelle in the US?
Yeah, so Zelle, you can Zelle in the US,
So
and it's the same email address, which is donate@sowore2019.org. But if you're in the UK and you'd like to donate, the easiest things are either the GoFundMe or just donate directly to PayPal, please.
How about the Chase Bank?
Chase, it's more complicated for a person in the UK to
Okay.
send money to an American account.
Yeah.
It's much easier for them to send, so whatever they send in pounds, the PayPal account just gets the dollar equivalent, and then that
That's
gets
how we
drawn
start
down into
getting all
naira.
these fractions.
Yes, that's why you get the pound,
Cents.
cents and
You
kobos.
guys know I don't like maths. You know. It's been a little difficult.
Questions and people are
There's
not
donation
sure.
of 2,000 naira from Owowonu Raboni at home movie.
Thank you.
There's also a Samson Anderson Nosa for 2,000 naira.
2,000. Thank you very much.
Yes, you have a question.
People are not sure if Ibadan is tomorrow or Friday. So please
Friday.
retrieve
Friday.
it.
Friday.
Yeah, Ibadan is now Friday.
Is there a plan for Ijebu Ode?
Ijebu Ode, Ogun State. We'll get back to you with regards to Ogun. Was supposed to be
Yeah.
Saturday, but
Yeah.
we were in.
And actually,
Gombe.
your friend Ayola, that was on the couch the other day,
Yes.
he is desperate for knowledge on Ogun State because he's had a personal issue that might mean him traveling out of the country.
Okay.
So as soon as we have a date for Ogun, we'll announce that date.
Yeah.
What are your plans for the oil well in Delta State?
Oil wells. Oil wells belong to the owners, the people. I think would I don't know. That question needs to be a little bit more specific. So
Okay.
thank
this
you,
goes to the
Amara.
president.
Good night.
Yeah. We wish you could just say hello to supporters on the couch. Yes, please. See, Amara is visiting from Atlanta. Just come say hello to our people here. Just have a seat for a second, Amara. How are you, Amara?
Good.
Yes.
Well, yes. Glad to
So
be here.
she's you're visiting. This is not a political or a politically affiliated conversation. We just want to say hello to her because she's been here with us and she's going to be around to the election. So just tell viewers what you do.
Yeah, so I'm based in Atlanta, Georgia, Nigerian American. I'm an organizer and do different work on different campaigns in the U.S. Around working class issues, and so I'm here learning about the movements that are occurring in Nigeria and in the continent actually at large. And so I'm excited to be here to learn about the great work in this take back.
Take it back.
Take it
Have
back.
you heard about Take It Back?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Thank
So
you.
I've been following some of the things that have been happening and feel really privileged to be here to get a close look of what's been going on.
Thank you. You said you're a Nigerian American.
Yes.
It's not bad enough to be an American and you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mara, thank you so much. And you'll be around, and she's gonna be around with us as well on some of our rallies, just to see how we do what we do.
Yeah.
Thank you for agreeing to come on the
Thank you
couch
for
with us.
joining.
Be careful with pepper.
Yeah.
Tell them what's the food you like the best.
Oh, goosey.
Yeah.
Good, sir.
Me
My
too.
favorites.
Yes. That's my favorite.
Because it isn't that spicy, so you should be alright.
Exactly.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
See you soon again.
Bye.
All right,
Right.
so thank you guys,
Questions?
Tamara. Do you have any more questions for us?
Time for the one.
And we'll be wrapping up in wait a minute. We're wrapping up soon. 10:40. We should be wrapping up at 11. So,
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man.
Any more questions?
It's been a long day. A few days. Go ahead. What's the?
Okay, from Louis Avi. Sowore, could you tell us your plans on sports development?
Why can't they add president to the show, right? Just Sowore like that. No, so I think probably you guys followed me today. I was at a seminar preparing for the Lagos Marathon. So, and it shows that the reason I don't discuss sports is that it's part of my gene, at this point. So I know what to do regarding sports. I know how to develop sports. I know several areas where we need. I'm a sportsman in 2 areas. I'm a swimmer, yes, and also a long distance runner. So, maybe I'll be adding, short distances as well to it. Because in this race, this presidential race, you have to learn how to run very fast.
In case they come
after you. But sports sports is a big deal, look at, you can mention it, soccer, you can talk about, name it. There are areas where we can bring in revenue from, sports. It's a source of health, it's a source of entertainment, lifestyle. Sports is pretty much everything, and that's why a lot of investment. And the good thing about sports is that you don't need to invest too much in it, although you have to invest in development. It's whatever development you invest in a level of facilities, equipment, they go a long way to produce results over time. Like if you build, a stadium or even a pitch, it can produce like several multi-million-dollar players.
Athletes,
And if you let people swim, it can produce the Michael Phelps of this world. And so it doesn't cost much to prepare people for sports, and that's the way to do it is to catch them young. When I started running marathon, I had this whole crazy idea that I could win. The guy who was my coach said, "Don't worry, it's not gonna happen. Except you've been doing it since you're 10 years old." So if you start running at 10, the likelihood that you win a marathon is.
It's interesting that you should say that, because a lot of Olympic athletes today can actually trace back their beginnings to public centers. So public pools, YMCA, and countries that invested in scouts. So you're supposed to be there, you're supposed to be playing as a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old, but somebody will be going past saying, "I want that boy," or "I want that girl," or "that one has potential," or "this one." And then they have sports academies where they incentivize the parents with scholarships and things like that. So even if you can't afford to send your child to that school or get that kind of training, the government puts trends. So once again, we're back to deliberate governance. There's nothing, we're not going to do anything that hasn't been done before. What we're going to do is implement the will to do it. And actually,
I remember the songs that we used to have as Boy Scouts. Boy Scouts are coming, will you give them a way to go? Yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. You guys didn't do anything. That's why. So there's a donation that came in from Zenith Bank from Izumezu Ferdinand Wakife for 50,000 naira.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. So we are making progress here, and sometimes we don't want to leave, but we have to get ready for the next year. I think there's some funding that came in from GoFundMe. Let's announce them. We have $150 from Temilade Alamudu. We already announced that.
Yes.
From Owabwe is Susan, $100. We already. Valentin Zongo for $50.
Thank you.
There's a $60 from Evgum Rex. And Angela Oriaki.
Oh yes.
$100 this night.
Thank you very much.
You have been an amazing support. Thank you, Angela.
Yes.
So that's where we are on that note. Do you have any other questions?
Hosanna Godliness is asking what your plans are for displaced people, those displaced by Boko Haram.
Oh yeah. So the immediate things we have to do is to make sure that they are relocated to places that can be temporary homes and not keep them in refugee-like situations for too long, so that somehow they can be productive and resume life. They need to send their children to school. You know, nutrition is important, sanitation is important. But ultimately, defeating Boko Haram is the solution to return the people back home. And what happened recently is going to discourage a lot of people from going back home. Look at the liberated Baga, and then Boko Haram came and took it over again. Nobody wants to go back to that kind of very scary.
Can't rebuild it just
so sad what happened with the military being caught off guard, and that's why we have to change the commander-in-chief of the armed forces so that they have a commander-in-chief who is not handing over the flag to
Presidential
gubernatorial.
So something is happening. It's very interesting on Facebook, and I saw it on Instagram. So when we did the NTA thing, Buhari guys were upset, like, oh my god, this guy just, and then they started looking for, mistakes, little mistakes. It didn't work. But now what they started doing is they said, okay, Sowore praise Buhari, and they're now helping us to advertise it. They've lost their mind. They've lost their cool.
They're looking for whatever
so
they can.
they are now the ones cutting
clips
and putting out there, using it to validate their candidates. It's you can't help them. You can't help the Buharidins. You can't help them. Did you say there's a question?
Yes. Michael Blessing wants to know what you're going to do about the ease of getting visa to other countries when you become president. This one
I think it's a function of again domestic policy. If things are right in your country,
I'll be lost to you.
They'll be bringing visa to your house.
Yeah.
Or they will exempt even your country from applying. There was a day I was traveling to one country, I think from the US, and to find out how many countries that are not even close to Nigeria in terms of resources are exempted from getting visa. I think it was Australia. I saw like some countries that you can't even consider to be. You never heard their names before. They're exempted from.
Yeah, they can go.
But they just take their passport and go there. So if you get things right, a lot of countries will exempt you. So getting things right is a priority for helping you to get visa. And if things are right here, would you need visa? You need visa. But if things are not okay here, it's a matter of time before Ghana start demanding for visa.
Yeah.
So even the Commonwealth that we belong to, they say we can't get visa.
Sowore, what's your take on employing foreign expatriates to do every single construction work in Nigeria, knowing that we have qualified engineers?
We're very clear about it. Before a foreign expat, so to speak, is brought to do any work, you must have looked for and not found a Nigerian that can do the work, either in Nigeria or in the diaspora. Yes. That's clear. That's how they do it. Where I live for 19 years.
Take it back.
So and I'm not sounding nationalistic, so it's just the right way to do things. I think it's actually reciprocity.
Have you got one?
There's a question here. Jeff Dynamic. Good evening, Mr. President. What will you do about some Nigerian policemen who are involved in cultism?
Sure.
Nigerian policemen.
I did not expect that.
You're talking about violent crime now. Yes, they'll be pecked. They'll be pecked. They'll be treated as criminals. One thing people must understand is that policing is a position of trust. So that's why in advanced nations, so even in every country, policemen are held to higher standard than regular citizens, because one, you're giving them a gun and you're paying them to hold it and arrest people. So policemen must live above board, the same way judges as well. I think beyond, apart from judges, policemen are probably the most important officers of the law.
Yes.
So if they're engaging in crime, they will be treated as criminals, even worse than
Absolutely.
regular criminals will be treated. This Valentin Zongo actually left a message. He said he's from Burkina Faso.
Oh, thank you so much.
So we missed our revolution in 1987. Let Nigeria succeed in time through this great leader of our time.
Right.
Wow, thank
you,
you. Valentin.
thank you, thank you.
The one is watching us, you know.
We have foreigners who actually with the first. The other guy that had, I think he was selling pop-off in the
Oh gosh, Cameroonian
Yes.
in Treviso.
Yeah, that
In
all
Treviso,
over.
yes.
How do you know it's pop-up?
He was
She was
saying
smelling
that.
it. The-
Donny, you're by saying, please tell Sowore that they are duplicating PVCs now. You should say it out so that police can be alert.
Okay.
Which ones? The ones doing cultism?
You want police to go arrest you?
Hazim is asking, don't you think we need electronic ID for every citizen?
Yeah, that's easy. Electronic ID is very, very easy.
Yeah.
There was a time I proposed that even policemen should carry tags that have readable tags.
Yes.
That you can use your cell phone to confirm if it's real.
It's
or not.
an actual policeman, yeah.
Some APC guys were making fun of us in those days, but
Of course, they
Yeah.
don't want it.
yeah.
I think we have someone from Senate.
Yes, there's someone from Zenith. Olajide Olabodolo Adare, 5,000 naira.
Thank you very much.
And there's Peter Efosa Festus for 1,000 naira.
Thank you very much.
You see, somebody confirmed it was pop-off.
It is? Yeah.
First of all, yes, it was. I didn't want to say that I knew, so that I didn't get, but it was
You
definitely
know
before.
ourselves.
You know when we went to Treviso, where's Treviso?
Italy.
Yeah. There's Treviso, there's Napoli. I swear,
Yeah.
Napoli is like Oshodi.
It's worse than Oshodi.
No, when we went there together, I was asking the guys, I had to say like, you really left Nigeria to come to this place.
But someone was asking a question about making visas easy. If your internal policy doesn't work, that's what happens. People think
No, most people in
anywhere
Napoli,
is better.
what is sad, and this is on a serious note, they said there's a cemetery outside of Napoli where they bury people who die
on the sea, on the way,
So most people in Napoli actually went by
sea.
by sea, yeah. Dangerous. You know.
They know all the
They are,
dangers
that's why
and
they
they're
are
still
very,
willing to.
that's why they are very, very bitter. When you talk about Nigeria, they're just not they're not happy about it at all.
This is a weird question.
Yeah, Sowore TV News are showing you right now. Please watch TVC now. Oh, they said they're showing me now.
And somebody check online first.
You don't
Mr.
have
President,
television in here.
will you allow reggae music to play on Nigerian radios when you resume office?
We don't do oppression.
Afrobeats, reggae, apala.
Emeka Valentine is asking what your plans are to open up seaports in the south.
Yes, we need more seaports across Nigeria. Who was with us this morning with the trailers that are packed from Fangrove all the way to Apapa? If there are seaports in the south, that would be unnecessary. By the way,
On
we
the
are clamping
bridge,
down on those
On
trailers.
those things, those moving
But it's not just
fireballs,
about clapping down, you have to have alternatives.
yes.
As somebody is from US here saying, please, Sowore, once you're sworn in as president, stop paying states their multi-allocations in dollars. They should be paid in naira. This will curb corruption and they won't have money to take away from the country. I don't know why they pay them allocations in dollars when it's not our local currency.
Because it's
I don't know how they paid them, but I think they are paid in naira. But the governors take the naira to BDCs, convert to dollars and move with it. It is prevention of stealing any currency that will solve the problem.
Yes.
They can figure out how to convert. So,
cowrie shells, they
Yeah.
converted.
I
And they have
was-
the special rates, don't they?
And somebody was telling me today, how governors are using private jets, an average private jet that they like. They spend $7,000 per hour, and if the private jet lands and you don't come back on time,
Don't worry.
they said it takes 1,000 per hour until then you take another hour of flight. They said the number one corporate is Ogun State Governor, the man with the Pentagon, the APC guy. They said he uses prime, and he pays in cash, dollars.
But no money for schools.
No school.
No money for hospitals, though. No money for salaries, though.
And they said sometimes it takes private jet every day for 5 days, 10 days.
To where? From Ijebu to...
No, they always go to Abuja, they go to London, they go to all kinds of crazy places. The same thing they said, same thing with Akwa Ibom State, they have a jet, it went for maintenance, they brought in another one in replacement. When their jet came back, they refused to return the one that, these guys are crazy.
This is Nigeria.
This is Nigeria. Look how we're living now.
Yes.
Private jets fueling now.
Hey.
Have you got a question?
There's a donation of 8,000 naira from Omolabi Rebecca Fumilayo. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
There's a Olusegun Oyesonya for 15,000 naira.
Thank you very much.
There's Olajide Olabode Oluwadare for 5,000 naira.
That's frequent.
Yes, Peter Fosa Festus, I mentioned that 5,000 naira. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
We're about 3 minutes to go.
To 11.
So, do you guys have anything else to add?
Nkash Rida is asking what you do about providing clean water.
Clean water?
For every home.
Yes.
I think we do this in Spice Food.
It's not, I don't know, we have to keep explaining to people. Some of them are new people. But we have a document known as Spice Heat, which is security, power, that's our manifesto, infrastructure, anti-corruption, economy, restructuring, health, education, agriculture, and tourism. And in it, we have a section dedicated to providing clean water to our people. And we specifically even mentioned number of gallons of clean water we need per day.
Yes.
So, if you don't mind, because it's late and we're leaving, maybe we'll talk about it when we come back on the couch, that we can give you the specifics you need. Don't forget. But yes, we plan to provide clean water, not pure water.
Clean water.
There are two different things. Pure water sachets. Pure water in sachet is not the same thing as clean water.
But this is what we're saying about what is Bakamu in English? The parts of the country with the filthiest water. Lekki, you can't drink. When you open the tap, rust comes out of the water. So the people who should be asking the hardest questions, the people who should be responsible for saying we won't take this, are the people who are actually taking it and drinking rust, not just from AAC. So people ask questions from, Mr. Sowore, what are you going to do about this? Questions that they don't ask the people who are ruling them now. Ask the difficult questions.
We met a prophet yesterday in Jos, Prophet Isa El. He said something that I cannot forget. He said, right now, Nigerians are hated for a number of things. He said it's a matter of time before Nigerians are hated for their stupidity. If they continue voting for
the same people. He said
people will be hating us specifically as are you not Nigerian people that are used to voting for stupid people. Please don't let us get there. It's 11 o'clock. So one last thing, this guy says, I hear this all the time, I don't know what it means. Mr. President, well done, sir. Thank you, sir, for your service. What is my gain if me and my family did not campaign for you?
We know.
Waiting again.
Now you get.
Waiting again.
So when are you coming to Sangwa Aquadere? I'm ready to lead you down to Genesis Church for Richie. Genesis Church.
Oh, we were going to do that actually.
Yeah. They keep sending me his number. I think a lot of people are in touch with him. He's interested, but we haven't heard back from him yet. But I keep calling his number. Maybe he's traveling. We'll go there anytime he's ready for us. Guys, thank you.
Take it back.
Action.
No going back.
Wow.
That one's safe day.
Thank you guys. It's an amazing evening, and we'll see you next time. Maybe not the same place, but we'll still be on the couch.
Yeah.
Right?
Let's be on the couch.
Thank you. And election day is, I think, 18 days from now.
Yes.
18 days.
18 days, man. That's
Get your PVCs.
Don't get your PVC.
People ask when they were doing the registration, people were saying, is it too late? Is it too late? After we had been shouting for 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks. Please don't wait until the queues
Get
are...
it before it's too late.
Yes, please. If you have a temporary voter's card, you cannot vote. If you have not been registered, you cannot vote. If
But you
you've
can
lost...
encourage people who have to vote.
Oh yes, absolutely. Encourage people who have to vote. But if you just look for your local INEC office or booth or whatever and get your PVCs, please. See you on the 16th of February.
Bye.
Thank you so much, everyone, and we'll be back on the couch again to talk to you about our time.
Outside.
Hey.
Have a lovely night.
Good night.